On Tuesday, a few hours before opposition MPs foiled the presidential age limit motion, the commander of the Special Forces Command, SFC, Colonel Don Nabassa, was seen in the corridors of Parliament making frantic calls. SFC is charged with guarding the president, members of his family, as well as sensitive national and security installations. The SFC commander inspected several spots in the parliamentary building and also engaged officers from the Office of the Sergeant-at-Arms, which has the mandate of securing Parliament. It now works hand in hand with the Parliamentary Police Directorate. After Colonel Nabassa's appearance, several operatives in plain clothes stood at strategic points in Parliament, while others took over from police in searching whoever accessed the parliamentary buildings. On Wednesday morning, opposition MPs claimed that the operatives attacked and injured some of them in the basement parking lot. The security agents were allegedly taking away from the MPs red bandanas and caps used as a symbol of opposition to the presidential age limit motion.
In the scuffle, they injured me, and I'm having an injury near my eye.
How many were you?
We're around 6, and they were like 12. Actually, it was kind of like a mob.
Shortly after, a closed-door meeting was convened in the Speaker's boardroom. In attendance was Speaker Rebecca Kadaga, Prime Minister Ruhakana Rugunda, Deputy Attorney General Mwesigwa Rukutana, Government Chief Whip Ruth Nankabira, State Minister for Investment Evelyn Anite, her planning counterpart David Bahati, and others. Sources told NTV that the meeting reviewed video footage of the chaos in the House on Tuesday and recommended the suspension of State Minister for Water Ronald Chivule, who carried a gun into the chambers, and 24 MPs, mainly from the opposition, who were blamed for the chaos. When NTV engaged the Prime Minister, Dr. Rugunda, and Deputy Attorney General Rukutana, they were cagey on details of the meeting.
Well, you leave the details to the Right Honourable Speaker and myself, but it was a cordial meeting.
It was a routine consultative meeting between the executive and the legislative, and we discussed matters of mutual interest.
At about 1 p.m., the Inspector General Police, General Kale Kaihura, was also seen at Parliament. Sources say he also attended the meeting.
If you want me to talk, come to police headquarters. This is not my place. I fear Parliament.
An hour and a half later, as MPs were already in the chambers awaiting the Speaker, these men were seen crossing over from the President's office building and moving towards the parliamentary chambers. Immediately after Speaker Kadaga ordered the suspended MPs to vacate the chambers and they refused, the security operatives moved in, forcefully evicting the MPs. Opposition Chief Whip and Kira Municipality MP Ibrahim Semujunganda was the first to be taken, yet he was not suspended. The operatives included Hassan Muchibi Serinjoji, who unsuccessfully contested as chairman of the ruling party NRM Youth League in the 2016 Delegates Conference. On several occasions, Muchibi has been pictured in the inner circles of President Yoweri Museveni's security. Outside Parliament, this man, Dan Tandeka, is said to be a crime preventer, was in action alongside police officers. Interestingly, in February this year, the police disciplinary court banned Tandeka from police work for 20 years. He was convicted alongside 5 police officers of using unnecessary force and soiling the image of the police after battering opposition FDC supporters escorting former party president Dr. Kizza Besigye.